we all know that Naza wouldn't do anything but to go for the boss, Edward. So at this time, Naza was disappointed that the boss wasn't really looking towards her direction. Esther was very ill, and Naza, only thing Naza could do was to think about her selfish desires, try to seduce the boss. If you've not seen the first episode, do check it out to find out how we got here, okay? And as always, Solomon wasn't having it. Solomon was actually disappointed. Solomon was like, you came all the way from the village with Esther. How come now that she's sick, that she needs all your help? All you could do was to volunteer to clean just the boss's room, instead of you to volunteer to do all the work. Esther is the cleaner. Why select? And then, she was like, Esther, you have to go and meet boss to give you money. Stop following this poverty guy. The guy will not give you anything. Just kept talking down on Esther, talking down on Solomon. These are her colleagues, and these people are from the same. The only difference is that Solomon was actually acting this, okay, just to get the person that loves him. On this day, Esther was owing Naza. She used part of the money to buy drugs. Naza was actually very wicked to have disgraced her. So Naza was like, give me my money, for the last time. And what Solomon did was Solomon volunteered to pay up the bill. So on this day, Solomon was like, let me try now. Esther, and sent love flower and a love note to her, just to know if or what she feels about him generally. And luckily for him, Esther accepted. Okay, Esther accepted the love note and told him that she is willing to be the girlfriend because she genuinely loves him. So this time around, Naza came and was like, see these two poverty people that don't know their left to their right, humiliated them, talked down at them, insulted them, and told them that don't worry, that when she becomes the madam of the house, that she's going to make sure that she frustrates the living hell out of them. On this day, the boss was coming in, and Naza went to receive the boss. The boss flinged the bag and asked her to call Esther for him. Naza was like, I must go with you. This one that boss is calling you. Esther didn't want to go because Esther, of course, was like, why is he calling me privately? Like, this has never happened. On getting there, the boss walked Naza out of the room and then gave Esther an oil just to massage him. Esther was super uncomfortable, despite the fact that, that's what a typical woman would go. Of course, a typical woman would want a man that is rich and not a poor man, but this was it. Okay, so Esther is actually the real one here. So Esther was irritated and told him that she can't do it. Instead, even if he wants to seek her, he should go ahead and seek her. So she walked out of the room, and Naza was super grateful that Esther didn't yield to that. On the other hand, Esther went to tell the boyfriend Solomon what happened, and the boss caught them hugging. He was so furious and asked Solomon to get into the car for questioning, that how come the girl that he really loved, you also have eye on him. So Naza was actually, Esther was heartbroken and was like, this is humiliation. You don't humiliate people because you have money more than them. He insulted Esther and drove out with Solomon. Meanwhile, Naza was there praising him and telling him that she should deal with Solomon, deal with that poverty guy. So on getting to the car, that was where we found out that all these things were all plan work. So, even though Solomon felt like he outdid a lot of things, but Solomon was like, well, you are doing great, keep it up. Let's see how this whole thing goes. So on this day, he kept trying Naza, he kept trying Esther just to find out the real one, okay? So secretly, Naza came to him and told him that he wanted to poison his boss, to put something like all this kaimata juju so that the guy will fall over, just literally to put him in the bottle. And at this time, Solomon was actually very scared that this one Naza has gone diabolical, that it's better he spills everything out so that Naza will not kill this man. So it wasn't let them give them the last trial. So he acted like he asked Edward to form like he wants to propose to Esther, to see what Esther will do. So Edward bought a car and a house and a ring just to frame it up to know if Esther will agree. But of course, as always, Esther declined and told him that he is for Solomon. That she is for Solomon. Naza was happy at this time, because Esther declined and Naza wore the ring. He was like, I'm going to marry you. So because he was furious, he sent them out of the house that night. And of course, this girl poisoned the food. Esther poisoned the boss's food, and lo and behold, the whole thing just ended. At that point, Solomon felt like it's better I just spill everything. So Solomon walked the wife, I'm calling her the wife because of course they later got married, walked Esther in the house and closed everything. All their hidden truth, everything was just spilled. So he told them that he was just trying to try them because he has never been lucky with love, and he just spilled everything. At this time, Naza was sent out of the house because she's evil. Okay, she just wants to like humiliate the guy, poison everyone, and she just doesn't fit there. Solomon apologized to Esther and promised her heaven and earth, and that was how her life changed. I'm gonna end it here because that was where the film ended. Thank you guys so much. If you watch up until now, let me know the highlights of this video for you. For me, be kind always. Even though you want to go to the top, get to the top, make sure you don't step on people, drive people along with you, because I didn't think that was what Naza did. Her story wouldn't have been different. I enjoyed watching this film, and I know you're going to enjoy as well. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more. Bye.